If you prayed that prayer and you meant it, God is working. God is freeing you right now. Lord, I pray your grace and the power of your Spirit would flow. And that you would focus us and refocus us on the path that you have before us. Your path that you have planned from the beginning of time. Look forward to the future. Not just forget about the past. Look forward to the future. Concerning dreams, people fall into 5 categories. For some of us, we haven't dreamed for so long, it's very difficult for even us to conjure back up a dream. Reminds me of this teacher who asked one of the college students. He asked the young man, and it was supposed to be a deeper question, but he asked him, "Where are you headed, young man?" And the young man answered the professor, and he says, "To lunch." For a lot of people, that's their dream. I'm just trying to make it through today. I can only face lunch. And not having a dream is going to result in 3 emotions: frustration, boredom, and regret. If you don't have a real dream for the future, you'll be frustrated, you'll be bored, and you'll have a lot of regrets. Frustration because you don't set goals. You move through life from crisis to crisis. Without a dream, your life, you're a reactor. You're not an actor. You're frustrated. You're bored because you have nothing to shoot for and nothing powerful to capture your interest. Without a dream, you move from diversion to diversion, and they all get, sooner or later, they get old. And then you have regrets because you will tend to say, if only I had done this, if only I had done that. And that's tragic because we all have freedom to choose for the future. If you don't have a dream, you're frustrated, you're bored, and you have regrets. Those with a low dream. Some dreams provide no real challenge because they're just not big enough. The people who have a low dream end up settling. Or they end up being selfish. They settle for a life without God-honoring, world-impacting dreams, or their dreams are all self-centered. When people tell me the dream is to make a lot of money and then retire, I say, when's the last time there was a U-Haul in the back of the hearse? Life's too short, and your potential for impact is too great to build a self-centered or a life that settles for small dreams. Those with no dream, those with a low dream, and those with the wrong dream. There are people in the church who have tremendous talent, abilities, potential, and yet they give first-class allegiance to second-class causes. On that note, I have a funny clip.
You just want to keep pushing yourself. You want to see how far you can take it, how long you can stand the heat without killing yourself.
Everyone's stuck in a rut, man. We just got tired of the same old thing.
No. No lid.
Yeah, I am willing to die for this. I mean, I don't want to, but no lidding is a way of life. It's how I became a man.
Extreme coffee drinking is the ultimate, man.
It's just the ultimate adrenaline rush.
Yeah, I got these sissy sippers coming up to me all the time saying you're crazy and you have no fear. I've had third-degree burns over 75% of my lips.
We're no litters, man. That's what we do. It's who we are. Look at that, man. Hey, look at that. Superheated to 450 degrees. No lid, no coaster, wobbly desk, and the most important stack of papers I've ever done for this company. Woohoo! Adventure, baby. That's why we get out of bed in the morning. I tried to be a normal person, have a normal cup of joe. That didn't work.
There's no risk. There's no adventure. What's life without adventure?
I believe we need to take the lid off, there's not a question, but I think lots of our pursuits, whatever they are, maybe it's a video game, I'm not saying all video games are bad or video games are, but our passion, why we live, has got to be more than these unworthy causes. God has a high call for each of us. And I like that. There's, we want adventure. God, if we would really get into God and follow Him wholeheartedly, there would be adventure. There would be intrigue. There's nothing greater than the battle for heaven and hell and people's souls. The stakes are higher than anything on Wall Street. Those with the wrong dream, those with a vague dream. It's just, you're not even sure where you're going. It's just vague. It's unclear. It's unfocused. It's misty. The only dreams that really take shape in the real world and change for the better are those that have razor-sharp focus. When Jesus Christ was 12 years old, his parents wondered where he was. And he says, where were you? He says, I'm about my Father's business. At the end of his life, he said, it is finished. Unless we know exactly what to do and where to go, we can't say it is finished. And those with God's dream. People with a God-inspired dream know where they're headed. So, just a couple questions about that. Is my dream God honoring? Will this dream change lives and draw people towards Christ? And does this dream resonate with godly, visionary people? Ask God what His dream is for your life. What could you become? Ask them. Now, don't look at who you are. Sometimes you really know that you're hearing God when it really surprises you what God's calling you to do. Because maybe nobody ever told you that. I thought about the people that I like to be around. The people that I like to be around don't see me as I am. They see me as I can become. How about you? You like the people, well, you're this and you're this, and they point out the flaws, and they point out the this, and do you like to be around people like that? I like to be around the people who see me as I can become. It raises my sights. It was many, many, many years ago when I was in my 20s, early 20s. I remember, I don't know, I was going through particular struggles. That my self-image wasn't feeling too good at all. And my mother said, I don't know, I think maybe I was saying something to her, but she said, oh, you're going to be able to do this and this and this. You're a good boy. And I go walking away from that. She don't know who I am. She doesn't know who I am. If she only knew, if she knew who I was, oh my goodness, she'd never say that. What if we start speaking potential over people's lives? What if we start speaking potential over our own life? Ask God what His dream is for your life. Raise your sights. What can you become? Listen. Ask God, listen, and then just start doing it. I got this business, you know. It's an okay business. But you know, if I just look at my business as it is, it's going nowhere. But if I look at what it become, God's got possibilities there. So what are you going to do this week? What step are you going to take this week? What is the step for you to start? What's the step that you got to take this week to start living? Forgetting about the past. What will it really mean for you to forget about the past if you're still struggling with that? What will it mean for you to look forward? What will it mean for you? Maybe you say, I don't know what God wants me to do. I really don't know what God wants me to do. You got to press into God and really get that settled. You're just going to go around the mountain and around the same old thing again. Get settled. That's what you're going to do this week. I want you to get in small groups, just a couple, and I want you to answer that question. So what are you going to do this week? You either need to really deal with your past, because your past is all over you, or you need to start looking to the future, and that means you need to have your dream. And you need to maybe press into God and figure your dream out. It's probably one or two things. One of the two things. So, let's take a couple minutes.